Did you know that a woman and her cow are responsible for one of the worst disasters in U.S. history? Well, maybe not technically responsible, but they were involved. Anyway, let me explain. It's October 8th, 1871, and Mrs. O'Leary's cow is loose in her barn on the outskirts of Chicago. Legend has it that the cow kicked over a lantern and started a fire, although that part's not actually true. What is true is that by the next morning, the entire barn was a fiery inferno. With winds gusting up to 60 miles per hour, the fire spread through the dry grass and into the city. Within hours, it reached downtown, where high winds and wooden buildings caused the fire to spread rapidly. People ran for the hills or jumped into Lake Michigan. Entire families were lost. Homes, businesses, and public buildings were all burned to the ground. In total, the fire would rage for 4 days, spreading to neighboring towns and destroying 17,000 buildings before it was finally put out. It's considered the worst disaster in U.S. history until the September attacks. But even though it was incredibly deadly and destructive, there's some good that came out of it. First off, the fire led to a lot of innovation. After the disaster, Chicago rebuilt with fireproof materials and created the first modern fire department with updated building codes. They even created an inspector position to ensure that the codes were followed. Second, the disaster brought people together. People from all over the country donated food, clothing, and money to help the victims of the fire. And third, the fire led to the invention of the sprinkler. Before the fire, people used buckets and hand pumps to fight fires. But after seeing how quickly the fire spread and how ineffective their methods were, people began experimenting with water towers and spray nozzles. One man even invented a device that attached to a fire hose and sprayed water in a circular motion, kind of like a sprinkler. This invention is what led to the creation of the modern sprinkler system we have today. So while the Great Chicago Fire was one of the deadliest disasters in U.S. history, it also led to a lot of good. That's 1 minute. See you tomorrow.